Stranger Things is back, and not everyone is thrilled about it. Some fans are calling it a nostalgic masterpiece, others think the magic has finally worn off. But could this divide signal something deeper about how long a show should last? Let's dive in. Netflix's long-awaited release of the first half of Stranger Things Season 5 has reignited the pop culture conversation. The 4 new episodes dropped with such intensity that they briefly crashed Netflix's servers, a reminder of just how powerful the show's fanbase still is. But while many critics are celebrating its triumphant return, others wonder if the hit series might be showing its age. A triumphant yet familiar comeback. Ed Potton of The Times praised the season's opening as richly entertaining and bursting with emotional stakes, handing it a generous 4-star rating. Over at The Guardian, Jack Seal matched that score, calling the new episodes a luxurious final run that makes viewers want to leap out of their seats in delight. For these reviewers, Hawkins, Indiana, still holds its nostalgic charm, filled with genuine suspense and heartfelt moments that recall the show's early glory. Yet, not everyone is convinced. USA Today's Kelly Lawler described Season 5 as a series that seesaws between thrilling and annoying, while The Atlantic's Sophie Gilbert lamented that it felt largely joyless and grim. The conflicting takes raise a question: has Stranger Things evolved too far from its playful roots, or not far enough? Nostalgia still delivers for many. Following Wednesday's US premiere and Thursday's UK release, Netflix reported the brief outage lasted just 5 minutes before streaming resumed, a small price to pay for one of the platform's most watched shows. More episodes are lined up for the holidays, with 3 dropping on Christmas, another set on Boxing Day, and the grand finale landing on New Year's Day. As the beloved sci-fi adventure races toward its climactic end, fans brace for the ultimate confrontation between the now-grown Hawkins crew and the sinister Vecna. According to Evening Standard critic Vicky Jessup, it's a classic 80s adventure done right, sharp humor, youthful daring, and an unexpected amount of heart. She even confessed she gulped it down and wanted more. The Times agreed that the show doesn't rewrite the manual, but why should it? Likewise, Empire's Layla Latif called the season a celebration of identity and resilience, keeping all the series' hallmarks intact, from dark humor to emotional depth, and commended how it hasn't lost its sense of fun. Divided opinions on a potential farewell masterpiece. While some hailed Episode 4 as bombastic and vintage Stranger Things, BBC Culture's Laura Martin suggested it may foreshadow one of television's greatest finales if the Duffer Brothers stick the landing. Meanwhile, The Telegraph's Ed Power gave a more reserved 3-star rating, dubbing it top-tier comfort viewing. He argued the show's early pacing issues might fade as it builds toward a satisfying conclusion, possibly outdoing Game of Thrones' infamous finale. Still, even fans like Seal cautioned that the series might be stretching itself thin, writing that Stranger Things should probably hang up its boombox and retire gracefully, but it's worth savoring once more. Critics growing restless with Hawkins. At the time of writing, the season holds a strong 86% critics score on Rotten Tomatoes, yet skepticism lingers. Sam Adams of Slate remarked that the cast keeps growing up, but the show hasn't, describing Hawkins as a world trapped in a bubble of recycled storylines and stagnant growth. This sentiment echoes through many reviews. The Hollywood Reporter's Angie Han called for evolution. It's time to let these adolescents do what teenagers do, grow up and move on. Similarly, Variety's Alison Herman warned that the show's refusal to mature locks it in arrested development, adding, when you get bigger without going deeper, you end up stretched thin. Not all criticism stopped there. IndieWire's Ben Travers said Season 5 leaves you wanting less, while Nerdist's Michael Walsh agreed that less could have been more, highlighting overly long episodes and a tangled web of characters and storylines. There's just too much, Walsh admitted. Almost nothing here is outright bad, but there's too much happening for it to shine. So, here's where the contradiction lies: can Stranger Things truly wrap up as both a love letter to its past and a bold leap forward? Or has it become the nostalgic comfort food we keep indulging in simply because it feels familiar? Share in the comments, do you think this final season can still stick the landing, or has Hawkins overstayed its welcome?